Hi students. Last video we have worked out one numerical where we have prepared financial statements, but those financial statements were prepared with a numerical where we have not included adjustments. Now in this video we will work out a numerical where we will prepare final statements but with adjustments. The question is given: following balances has been extracted from the books of XYZ Limited for the year ending 31st March 2018. We have been given with the balances. These are trial balances where we have debit balances and credit balances. And apart from this one, we have been given with some adjustments here. Here we have adjustments like closing stock is given, insurance prepaid is given, commission, interest, and salaries are given. And we are required to prepare trading profit and loss account, and we are supposed to prepare balance sheet after considering these adjustments. Let me start with trading account. And in between I will prepare profit and loss account. Side I will maintain balance sheet as well. Balance sheet we have liabilities and we have assets. Whenever there is a question with adjustments, what you need to do is first to check which entry has adjustment. Like we have closing stock, so this is for stock. Insurance prepaid, that means insurance entry has adjustment. Mark it with an star. Just put some mark within that entry, because this entry we have adjustment. Insurance prepaid is 100 rupees. Now again we have commission. There is adjustment. Commission received in advance 400 rupees. Now there is one more entry, that is interest. We have adjustment. Interest rupees 50 has been earned but not yet. Salaries and wages also adjustment. Salaries we have adjustment, wages we have adjustment. Done. We have marked all those entries where we have adjustment. Rest is same. Let me start. First we have opening stock 8,000 rupees. That opening stock we know it will go here to opening stock 8,000 rupees. So this entry is done. Which one? This entry is done. Now second one, we have purchases and sales 35,000, 80,000, but they have not mentioned which one is purchase and which one is sales. We have to identify. See, purchase account will have always debit balance, and sales account have always credit balance. So credit balance is sales, correct, and debit balance is purchase. So see, you will be finding some questions where you will there will be like purchase and sales will be together, and they have not clearly mentioned here which one is purchase and which one is sales. We are supposed to find out which one is purchase and which one is sales. So the debit balances are purchase balances and credit balances are sales balances. Now next we will go to returns. See, if purchase has debit balance, purchase return is opposite of purchase. That means it should have credit balance. This will be your purchase return. Here we have seen that if sales has credit balance, sales return should be debit balance. This will be sales return. Clear? Purchase, sales. Purchase opposite means purchase return. Sales opposite means sales return. Because return also they have given together. Only the difference is that debit balance is separate, credit balance is separate. Based on debit and credit balances, we are supposed to find out which one is sales return, which one is credit return, purchase return. So first I will write two purchases. How much is purchases? 35,000 minus purchase return. How much is purchase return? This one. Opposite of purchase is purchase return. So purchase return is 3000. That means 32,000 will be your net purchase. Done. Sales. Sales we are writing in trading account. By sales, how much? 80,000 minus sales return. If sales is credit balance, then sales return will be debit balance. It is 2,000 rupees. So 78,000 will be your net sales. Done. This one is done. Capital and drawings. Now here also you are supposed to find. See, capital account will always have credit balance. Drawings will be always having debit balance. So this will be your drawings. This will be your capital. Capital and drawings we don't have adjustment, so we will enter in directly in balance sheet. Capital means 25,000 less drawings. How much? 8,500. How much will be the amount? 16,500. 16,500. Okay. Now next is furniture. Furniture we didn't put mark, means furniture doesn't have adjustment. Furniture is 15,000. Furniture is an asset, no adjustment. So directly we can enter in balance sheet asset side. Furniture, how much amount? 15,000. Done. This entry is also done. Now interest. Interest we have put here mark. Interest also they have not mentioned whether it is interest paid or interest received. But we are supposed to find these things from debit and credit balance. If it is debit balance, that means we have paid interest. If it is credit balance, that means we have received interest. So here in our case, we have 600 on credit side. That means we have received interest 600. That means this is income for us. And interest is indirect income. This is to be adjusted in profit and loss. So what I will do is I will write here by interest, how much? 600. But I have put marks. There is some adjustment here. We will go to adjustments. Here adjustment is interest to rupees 1550 has been earned but not yet received. See, we have received 600 rupees. Plus there is adjustment that interest to rupees 500 has been earned but not yet received. We have received 600 plus we have earned 50 rupees which are yet to be received. We have not received it. We have earned these but not yet received. So we are in future we will receive these. Till we will receive these 50 rupees, this will be our asset. What we will do is interest means plus interest yet to receive. How much? 50 rupees. So total interest will become 650 rupees. 600 we have received, 50 rupees we are supposed to receive. These 50 rupees we have not received till now. Till date we didn't receive these 50 rupees. If we have earned some amount and we have not received yet, that will be our asset till we will receive that. Interest not yet received. How much? 50 rupees. Clear this entry? See, 600 rupees we have earned, we have received. Clear? 50 rupees we have earned, but we have not received. So till the time we will not receive it, this 50 rupees will be asset for us. We have added that totally we have earned 600 plus 50 rupees, that is 650. But out of 650, 600 rupees we have received, so adjusted here only. No need to adjust anywhere else. But this 50 rupees we have not received yet. Till we will not receive it, till that time it will be asset for us. Then once we will receive it, this will automatically go to cash account. Clear? Now commission. Commission also they didn't mention whether this is commission received or commission paid. But from debit and credit balance we can easily find out whether it is commission received or commission paid. So Here, if debit balance is there, then it is commission paid. If credit balance is there, then it is commission received. In our case, we have credit balance. That means this is commission received. So what I will do is, if there is commission received, that means this is income for us and it is indirect income. It will be adjusted in profit and loss by commission received. How much? Commission received 2000 rupees. I will write in inner column. Why? Because there is adjustment. What adjustment is there? Commission received in advance 400 rupees. See, we have here commission received in advance 400 rupees. Clear? That means in advance we have received 400 rupees. How much total we received? We received commission 2000 rupees. But out of 2000 rupees, 400 are received in advance. That means 400 we have not earned, but we have received. That means out of 2000, only 1600 is earned income. 1600 is earned and received. Plus that 400 out of this 2000 which we have received, 400 rupees which we have received extra, we have not earned. 1600 is earned, received, plus 400 is received but yet not earned. Till the time we will not earn these 400 rupees, we have taken this as liability. This 400 rupees we have taken in advance. Advance we have taken 400 rupees means we have not earned. Till the time we will not earn it, this 400 rupees will be liability on us. What we will do, by commission received, because we are preparing balance, this one final statements for particular year 2017-2018 year. So this 2000 rupees we have received, but out of 2000 rupees only 1600 is earned. So this year we have earned 1600 rupees. We have received 2000 rupees, but this 400 rupees will go to next year. This will not be included in this year. What we will do is minus advance commission. The commission which we have received in advance will be deducted. So only 1600 is the commission earned and received for this year. 400 rupees will automatically go to next year. How it will go next year? This will be liability on us. I will write here advance commission 400. Clear? This 400 rupees we have received but not yet earned. So this will automatically go to next year. What is next? Discount 700, 500. 700 will be your debit balance. That means these are discount paid, discount given, sorry. This is discount received. Correct? What I will do first entry for this one. It will go to discount. How much? 700. Clear? No adjustment is there. Now this one. This is income. This was expenses, so I wrote left side, debit side. This is income, so it will go to right side. By discount received, how much? 500. Clear? This one. Now next is salaries. Salaries is 1600. We have paid salaries. Debit balance means paid salaries, but there is adjustment. What adjustment? Adjustment is that salaries outstanding 500 rupees. Clear? Salary first of all is indirect expenses, so we are supposed to adjust it in profit and loss. I will write here to salaries. How much? To salary 1600. I will write in inner column. Okay. Now adjustment is salaries outstanding 500. Means 500 is balance plus outstanding salaries 500 rupees. See, I will explain this one. What do you mean by outstanding salaries? This means see, here you have mentioned salaries 1600 and it is debit balance. That means you have paid 1600 salary plus in adjustment it is clearly showing that you have outstanding salary of 500 rupees. Means totally you are supposed to pay 2100 salary. Out of 2100 salary you have paid 1600 and 500 you are supposed to pay. You have balance amount of 500 rupees. That 500 rupees is liability on you till you will not pay that 500 rupees. So 16 totally it was 2100, 1600 plus 500. Out of 2100, 1600 already paid. So 1600 is clear. Now balance amount is 500. 500 rupees means if you will not pay this 500 rupees, till the time you will not pay this 500 rupees, these 500 rupees will be liability on you. So what I will do is, on balance sheet liability side, I will write outstanding salaries. How much? 500 rupees. Because total salaries was 2100, 1600 we have paid, 500 rupees is balance salary. This outstanding salary will be liability on us. Clear? Salary account. Now insurance. Insurance is 2500. But there is adjustment. What adjustment is there? Adjustment is showing that you have insurance prepaid is 100. Prepaid insurance means that you have paid in advance. You have paid for next year. See, what I will do is, you have paid insurance how much? 2500. So this is expense to insurance. How much? 2500. Oh, sorry. I have to write in profit and loss. To insurance 2500, but it is clearly showing that out of 2500 you have paid 100 rupees as advance. Prepaid insurance means you have paid for next year. That means we can say that the amount of insurance for this year, the insurance premium for this year was 2400. 2400 we have paid 2500, but out of 2500, 100 is paid prepaid. That means that is paid for next year. So the amount of insurance premium for current year was 2400. How I will adjust is minus prepaid insurance 100. So total amount was 2400 for this year. Now this 100 rupees which we have paid in advance, all advance or prepaid this one transactions are your assets. Whenever you are paying for next year, whenever you are paying for in advance to somebody, that amount is asset for you business. So this 100 rupees is we have paid in advance. So this 100 rupees will go to asset side of balance sheet. Prepaid insurance, how much? 100 rupees. So this one is done, this one is done. Now wages. Wages we have adjustment, something adjustment is there. Wages will go to trading account. I will write here to wages. How much? How much is wages? 1200 plus there is some adjustment. Adjustment is wages outstanding 80 rupees here. Wages outstanding 80 rupees. So what I will do is plus I will write outstanding wages 80 rupees. So totally it is 12,800. But this 80 rupees is yet to pay. We have not paid. We are supposed to pay this one. Correct? So this 80 rupees, what is liability on us? Outstanding wages, how much? 80 rupees. Correct? Clear? Building is an asset. It will directly go to the balance sheet asset side. Building, how much? Building 20,000. Postage expense, how much? 1000. No adjustment, so it will go to this one, to postage charges 1000. Okay. Bills receivable and bills payable. Bills receivable and bills payable. This will be your bills receivable. This is your bills payable. So bills receivable is your asset. Bills receivable which we are supposed to receive is your asset, and bills payable which we are supposed to pay is our liability. So bills receivable is 5000. Bills payable is 1400. Now debtors and creditors. Debtors are assets, creditors are debtors. These are our creditors. Debtors means our asset, creditors means our liabilities. So debtors will go to here, creditors will go here. How much debtors? 9600. Debit balance means debtors. Credit balance means creditors. Clear? This transaction is what is cash. Cash is our asset. It will directly go to balance sheet. How much? 4,400. Clear? All transactions is over, but now only one transaction is balance, that is closing stock, 12,500. Closing stock we are supposed to adjust at two places. One is trading account, 12,500. Second one is we have asset, closing stock, 12,500. Now we will calculate. What we will calculate is, see, we have to calculate. First we will calculate gross profit. Gross profit, we will see amount, how much amount is there. Let me take, this is 78,000 plus 12,500. It will be 90500. This will be your opening balance, 32, net purchase 1280, 41. Total amount is 41, but we have minus 90,500, so 49,220. 49,220, 90,500. I will write both sides. This will be your to gross profit. You know how to calculate this gross profit. Once we calculate gross profit, immediately we have to shift it to by gross profit. How much? 4,920. Clear? Okay, now we will calculate here net profit. Trading account will give gross profit. Profit and loss will give us net profit. We will sum up this side, we will sum up this side. Whichever will be bigger, we will write that balance. Correct? This sum and this sum, we will see which one is higher. So let me calculate. 4,920 plus 650 plus 1,600 plus 500. How much is this? Is 5,1970. So this one will be lesser. So this will be 700 plus 2,100 plus 2,400 plus 1,000 is equal to 6,200 minus 5,1970. So 4,570 is your to net profit. Once we calculate net profit, immediately shift this net profit to balance sheet liability side, because this is liability on business. This profit is this is owner's amount, so this will go here to net profit. How much? 45,770. Now these two sides should be equal. We will find out. 1,500. 15,000 plus 50 plus 100 plus 20,000 plus 5,000 plus 9,600 plus 4,400 plus 12,500. It will be 6,650. Now we will check this one. This also should be same. 4,570 plus 16,500 plus 400 plus 500 plus 80 plus 1,400 plus 2,000. This is also 6,650. So balance sheet also, balancing asset side is equal to liability side. Now if you have doubt in any entry, please message me or call me. Okay, bye.